Time now for Football Friday Night, powered by WCTV.tv.
District champion Suwannee looking to party like it's 1999 and make it back to the state finals, but that journey of 1,000 footsteps begins with Walton.
But first, the battle of two of one rural's hottest squads. No, against Thomas County Central. They begin their state title hopes in 6A tonight against Evans.
Oh, but speaking of those one rural squads, a really good one in Aucilla tonight. Hope you like points because the Warriors and the Hornets brought them both for a huge opening round showdown. Welcome into your Football Friday Night. Ryan Kelly, Dominic, Miranda. Dom, as far as playoff quality for opening round, you look around, there's a lot of good stuff to get into tonight.
A lot of good stuff to get into. It's win or go home time. I mean, it's November football. What more do you want in our area? And a lot of our teams surprised us tonight.
Absolutely. There's a whole lot to get to, but first, as we mentioned, our game of the week. It's real simple calculus for Cottondale, our visitors, and Aucilla Christian, our home team. The Warriors, if they got a win tonight, they would play Sneeds, who earned themselves a one-seeded bye in the one rural playoffs. If not, it's going to be the visitors. I don't know why I put Walton up there. It's Cottondale. I don't know. Whatever.
It doesn't matter because they have to run into a buzzsaw that Sneeds, so we get to see who.
Sneeds, either way. Seminole Sound was on hand. It was 14-6 Warriors at this point, but this unhelpful. Jacarian Grant going to tote the rock 85 yards. See you later. It's a touchdown for the visitors. The 2-point try, however, is no good, so Aucilla clings to a 14-12 lead.
Aucilla, hey, they're trying to get things going. Joshua Anger brought down. That would probably make him angry. Nothing really going on for the Warriors right here.
Later, it's going to be Cottondale, however, threatening again. The Hornets, Garrett again, breaking tackles, imposing his will, refusing to go down. That's another pay dirt touchdown for him. It's the visitors from Cottondale who take the lead.
Warriors, they got to get something cooking. Ethan Bass under center. Hits Anger on the out route. Nice catch right there. Gets his feet down. Aucilla just trying to get something going. This unhelpful, though.
Yeah, trying to get a deep ball going, and it's incomplete, in and out of the hands. That's a real tough one tonight for the Warriors. Take a look at your final score in this one. It was Aucilla on the losing end of things, 54-40, and you said it, points.
My goodness, you're not going to win a whole lot of ball games giving up 54 points, but what a season for Aucilla Christian, especially ending the year like they did. A tough loss, no doubt about it, but nothing to hang their hats on.
Aucilla played so strong. Coach Colby Roberts' team, of course, always so fantastic, so sound. And this is their first year in one rural, able to get it done, make the playoffs. Congratulations to them.
Right, and look, with 54 points going up against Sneeds, I expect take the over next week. Goodness gracious.
We'll see, but hey, coming up, we've got a whole lot more for both the Big Bend and also South Georgia. Centennial Field wants to party like it's 2018. We've got the Bearcats coming up on your Football Friday Night.
Who else but the syrup maker student section, always bringing it, but look at TCC waving the towels as they roll Evans here.
You were telling me earlier tonight that it was electric at the Jackets.
It was as electric as I've ever seen it, and big reason why were those students. Cairo, TCC, doing great things. Listen, we're narrowing it down right now. We're close to choosing a victor for Battle for the Banner, the inaugural Battle for the Banner. It's been a tight race all season.
Yeah, but of course, your best way to vote, well, the only vote you have is to show up, cheer, be loud.
That's right. Keep showing up. Keep showing up, as Ryan just said. Paint your chest. I don't care. It's playoff football. Please bring it because you could be the next Battle for the Banner champion. With that in mind, we got games coming up after this on your Football Friday Night.
Welcome back to your Football Friday Night. We got 12 more games to get to and plenty more scores on top of that. So what do you say we just get right to it?
A lot of eyebrow raisers, too. You want to stay tuned.
Yeah, that's all we'll say about that. Centennial Field, rocking and rolling. Their 1-seed Bainbridge Bearcats, fresh off a win over their rivals from Cairo. Now hoping to take out a little aggression on the Baldwin Braves. This one a dump off for Cam Sanders, who's going to do the rest. Untouched green grass and high tides forever. Touchdown Bearcats. They are just a rolling early. Bainbridge getting it down to the ground as well. How about a little reverse? And Tavius Murphy, who's going to take this one way deep into Braves territory. Is anyone going to take him down? Spoiler alert, yes, but don't worry about it. Baldwin's going to fight back, but there's not much you can do when the the purple and gold are swarming over you all night long.
Gang tackles.
That's just the type of defense I expect from a Jeff Littleton team. Smith going to put the baby to bed, going for it all. There's Murphy, touchdown Bainbridge. This one was a laugher. Bainbridge all over Baldwin, 58-28, your final score in Decatur County.
Who's hotter than Bainbridge right now? My gosh. But
Maybe
the doghouse,
Suwannee.
maybe. Spoiler, Paul Langford Stadium barking for their district champs. 7-0 first, and Bronson Tillotson. Home run, Kadarian Ivey. The beautiful adjustment. Are you kidding me? Excellent camera work by Ryan Kelly. Touchdown, 14-0. Dogs barking. You thought that was something? How's this? Tillotson again goes for it all. This time, Javarian Smith. Moss!
Oh, get off me!
Moss!
Get off me!
Are you kidding me? Hauls it in. Perfect technique. 21 zip. Smith, he wasn't done. Gonna get this dump off on the next drive. Look. Oh my God. What? What? The spin move. Goodness gracious. Touchdown. It was all Bulldogs tonight. Take a look at your final. Spoiler, they're hotter than Bainbridge. 39-15, Suwannee.
Who's that looking big and bold? It's that green mean machine.
Hey.
Green and gold. How about that? GHSA 6A state tournament, Thomas County Central and Evans. First possession, Sam Brown. The easy handoff. Trey Benton, untouched. 6-0, 7-0 early on in this. Next possession, fourth down. Let's roll the dice from the 40. No problem, because there's Tyler Floyd across the middle. He's going to do the rest. Come on. A fourth down to a touchdown. I like the checkerboards in the end zone. 14-0 for the Yellow Jackets, just like that. Lather, rinse, repeat. Sam Brown, handoff, Ricky Fulton. How about just waltzing into the end zone? TCC took care of business at home. It was 21-0 in the first quarter. Take a look at your final. I know this is what you expected, but yeah, they bring it again, 49-10. Your final, they're moving on.
Back in Tallahassee, South Walton visiting Florida High tonight. Seminoles looking to make a statement after squeaking by Lincoln in their last action of the regular season. Picking things up in the third quarter. Seminoles hand off to Micah Danzy. Move out the way. Watch him work. Diving into the end zone, falling down. He's tired. He just ran for a 50-yard touchdown right there. We love it. 50 yards out. Knowles padding their lead, 54-24. Seahawks not going away, though. Going to reach in their bag of tricks, pull out a pass in the end zone. Touchdown. Wide receiver showing some good touch on the ball there in that wide receiver pass. Knowles waste no time with the response. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Jeremy Johnston gonna hand it off. Ryder Popple. That's a Ryan Kelly special, folks. And that's Ryder Popple special. Makes a few guys miss. Turns it in. Touchdown. Take a look at your final. Florida High stays unbeaten. 11-0 now. 63-44. Is this basketball?
Well, the offense certainly looked like one. Fast break. All right, Lincoln was on the road taking on the Columbia Tigers. This is Columbia's Tyler Jefferson. First play of the game, he's going to heave it to Camden Fryer, the former Suwannee Bulldog, the current Florida State commit, and the current scorer of a touchdown. Moss and two defenders. Touchdown, 80 yards to start this one, 6-0. Second play of the Trojans' ensuing drive. Timothy Smith going to put it on the ground. Oopsies. After he gets it, Florida Gator commit Jaden Robinson scooping it up. Lots of orange, blue, and garnet and gold in this game.
all over the place.
But Columbia couldn't add to their lead. However, here comes Lincoln's next drive, and unfortunately, this one's going to be stripped. Robinson falls on it. It leads to Columbia's second touchdown. And then right before half, listen, Trojan fans, you might just want to look away, because here's Jefferson firing to Keevan Young. I promise he's going to enter your screen right there. 33-yard pitch and catch. Your final score in this one. Lincoln's season ends. A season of promise just derailed by injury. It's a really tough one for the green and gold. 28-6, your final score. Escambia awaits the guys from Lake City. All right, listen. Cairo was a team that we kind of thought was going to win that region, and then Bainbridge looked really, really strong. Curious to see how the Makers responded tonight.
They got a home game, got to lick their wounds, get ready for the postseason, because right now it's survive in advance. Can't dwell on it. So let's see.
Yeah, let's see. Why don't you take this one, Mr.
All right, let's do it. Listen, the Syrup Makers hosting a first-round playoff game for the 19th straight season. Are you serious right there? Welcoming Westside Macon. Here we go. Makers D came to play right there. Opening drive, it's picked. Octavian Teal, INT. Nicely. A couple plays later, Braylon Robinson with the keeper. Up the middle for 6. Cue the flashing lights. We love West Thomas Stadium. Makers strike first. The story in this first half, Makers D, 3 takeaways. A fumble here, a pick in the end zone a little later in the quarter. Each time the Makers, though, they couldn't capitalize on offense. Keeping the door open for the Knowles. Jesse Bell absolutely decked right here. on this play. Woo! Stays on his feet, gets in for 6 to tie the game. Makers will take a 10-7 lead at half, but they did eventually get him at arm's length. Take a look at your final. Cairo gets it done, 27-14.
All right, back on Boot Hill. It's been an up and down season for Madison, but hey, this is when it counts. The one rural playoffs. Waterboys trying to keep things going. A lot of Powerade there. Trying to host Fort White out of Columbia County. Let's jump to the second. Madison is already up 8-0. Jamie Hampton absolutely took over this game. Gonna do it himself with his legs. Nope, finds a lane, and he could go all the way. Touchdown, Madison County. The Boot Hill Bullies up 14-0. How about a little trickeration here? A dump to John Christian to Xavier Bryant, who's going to heave it downfield. And the QB with the catch, off running close to the goal line. Madison would punch it in just a little bit later, and it was all fun and games after that on Boot Hill. A shutout dub for Coach Price and the boys, 36-0.
Never count out Madison County if we've learned anything here. All right, let's head to Early County, Turner County. We pick it up at the 10-minute mark of the first quarter. Turner County down by 7. Titans quarterback Cedric Hillman throws the fade, right corner of the end zone. Nice catch, tapping the toes. Toe drag swag. We love it. Touchdown. Ties the game up at 7. Doesn't take long for Early to respond. It's Tykavian Stovall.
Look at the blocks out front.
Sleep right. Yes, you love the big boys blocking, and he is gone. Touchdown. Extra point missed. 13-7 Bobcats with just under 8 minutes to go in the first. We go back the other way. Turner County's Zavad Bynum finds a hole up the middle. No one gonna catch him. He's gone. Titans touchdown. Extra point missed. Leaves the score tied at 13. 5 to go in the first. Early County again catching on to the theme. Answer, response, and this time it's Charles Williams. Finds a gap, heads to the crib. Another long touchdown for the Bobcats. Extra point good. Early County leads 20-13. Listen, this one was back and forth all night long. Check out that. That's an INT. Take a look at your final. Early getting it done 60-19 as they pull away. A lot of points.
All right, let's keep things going. Let's go to Lafayette and Branford, two old rivals playing this Region 3 of 1A Rural. This was a rematch of 47-0 back in October in favor of the Hornets. How about a blocked punt? It does go forward for the Bucks. Down at the Branford 12, Lafayette takes over. From there, the Hornets, however, gonna go backwards because of penalties in the hands of lesser players. That's a problem. In the hands of Taiwan Williamson, it's a touchdown to JT Cook. 7-0 Lafayette out of the gate. Second quarter is where we're going to move you now because the Hornets would march another 60 yards, capped by a QB keeper. 2-score lead for them. Take a look at your final. Lafayette all over their rivals. Lightning strikes twice, 35-7, your final.
All right, Brooks County trying to repeat, heading to state, fresh off that state championship. But last year they host Bleckley County tonight. It wasn't going to be an easy night for the Trojans, all right? Absence of Jamal Sanders, that's huge in this game. Defensive battle, both teams for 3 and out on their first possession. But looky here, holy smokes. Javon Butler able to break away. Big gainer for Bleckley. But what a hit right there. Bringing the hammer, I should say so. Would be able to stop him that drive. 2nd and 25 here. KB Blankhamsey cuts loose. Big gain. Bringing some life to the Trojans. You see it right there.
See it. That's a beauty.
That's a beauty right there. Listen, but the Trojans offense, they were struggling. And in fact, there was a lot of points struggling here. But your eyes are not deceiving you. Take a look at your final. Bleckley upsets Brooks 14-10, the shocker of the night.
Yep. All right, let's keep going. The Cook Hornets hosting the Academy for Classic Education. We're just going to call them Ace Griffins. What a dope mascot. Can we talk about that?
What a dope throw.
Kadarius Smith going to catch this one, runs into the end zone. The Ace QB, Caleb Scarberry, with a nice pass to Bryce Whitley, who catches it before going out of bounds. He's going to run the ball in himself for the touchdown. But you know what? It doesn't matter because Drew Folsom does what he does on the other sideline, and Cook blows out the Academy for Classic Education. Your final score in this one, if you'll take a look-see, is 77-35. Yeah, may as well put on the gas here.
A lot of points tonight. All right. Charlton County Indians looking to add another state championship plaque on the wall. They host Seminole County, first round. First quarter, Indians in the red zone. Quarterback Jalen King hands it off. Is RB Jalen Lilly. First score of the game. Man, explosion there with the legs. We love it. Second quarter now, same score. Indians back in Seminole territory. King drops back, fires. Jamar Hamilton, another touchdown. 17-0 entering the half. Take a look at your final. That was the story of this one. Charlton 44, Seminole zip.
Yeah, tough way to end the season for Seminole. All right, let's go to the little board. We don't have enough scores for the big board. It's Lanier with their first ever playoff win as a program. Congratulations. Wow. Clinch gets the dub over Mitchell. Berrien takes down Spencer. Florida State soccer with the 3-0 victory over FGCU. Dublin ends Pelham's season, and Florida State men's basketball struggling out of the gate.
I was going to say, my eyes were on that bottom right corner. Woof. 14-point loss to UCF. But here we go. Pine Forest ends Ricker season 35-14. Wakulla, tough end of the year after such a good start. Blountstown getting the double, but Weewaw and both of our GISA teams bounced out as FAMU loses to Oregon State.
Yeah, and the inaugural GIAA playoffs. All right, hey, plays of the week and some final thoughts coming up after this. To our TV audience, you just saw the national anthem and did want to wish a very happy Veterans Day and a thank you to all who have served and are served and doing their best to keep this land that we love safe. Absolutely.
No, 100%.
Absolutely.
He said it right there. Couldn't thank you guys enough. And what a day to celebrate with football.
Yeah,
is that right?
It doesn't get much more American than that, right?
No,
like
absolutely
maybe baseball?
maybe.
But that's the pastime. This is the sport. Plays of the week time. Plays of the week time. You know it. Thomas County Central on the 4th down. It's Evans. No problem. Bye-bye. Tyler Floyd across the middle. He does the rest. They wore out poor little Evans tonight. Thomas County Central's moving on. Lather, rinse, repeat.
You know, Bob Evans sounds pretty good. All right, but listen, look at this. Suwannee, Javarian Smith, mossing from Bronson Tillinson, excuse me. What a catch. I mean, goodness gracious. Suwannee, hottest team in our area.
We don't have a Bob Evans in our area.
Oh.
Yeah, but we do have a Makai Danzy, and he goes 50 yards, and he goes to the end zone. Touchdown for the Noles. Vote for your favorite on our Twitter page at WCTV Sports. And why don't we talk about last week's winner, Dom?
Last week's winner is a little bit of a yar. Pirates go on top for 6. Drew Johnson hits his boy, Dontarius Galvin right there. 45 yards to Pater Miller. Unfortunately saw their season end, but what a play there. Winners, we love winners.
I was about to say, and they got their big win over their rival Seminole last week.
That's
but
right.
They're both going to watch next week from at home on the couch. Speaking of next week, we're going to wait for the brackets to all completely set and fill out. We will give you a play of the week candidate on Monday. I promise this week, knock on wood, that we don't have any midterm elections or we don't have any storms or anything like that. Happy you and yours are doing safe. And staying safe. Dom, any final thoughts from this week? This was a really interesting Friday.
Thomas County Central, as advertised, Florida High looked to get that offense back going after a bit of a dismal showing against Lincoln Trojans there in the last action of the regular season. So they're back on track. I'm excited to see NFC back in action, JP2 back in action, Monroe back in action, not to mention our Georgia teams tomorrow setting up for next week.
All right, listen, I've talked a lot about Suwannee these last couple weeks, so I'll tell you who to keep an eye on now. Madison County. That tough schedule looked like it paid off a little bit in those one rural playoffs tonight. Let's see if Coach Price Harris and the boys can't keep things rolling next week. But like you said, still more games to be played tomorrow. Still plenty of teams that have yet to play that will play next Friday. Go Noles, go Rattlers, go Blazers. Have a great night, everybody. We'll talk to you on Saturday.